So you have created your Fiverr account, you set up your gigs, and you've done all of these things that I've taught in my previous videos. Now you want to get your first order on Fiverr. So there are a few Fiverr tips and tricks you must know to be able to get your first order on Fiverr, because Fiverr is becoming a lot more competitive today, right? So these particular things are going to be helping you to know exactly what to do, how to do it, and you're going to be getting your first order on Fiverr. And guess what, guys? I'm going to be discussing 30 Fiverr tips and tricks to help you get your first order on Fiverr in today's video. Now, this is going to be a long video, right? But it's important that you watch from beginning to the very end, as everything that I'm going to mention in this video is actually very important if you are serious about making money on Fiverr, right? So I have a list of all the Fiverr tips and tricks, and we're going to be discussing all of them one by one. So it's important for you to sit down, get your notepad, and actually write these points down. It's very important, right? So before we get right in, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Gerald, and I make videos around making money online. So what I do is that I try things out, they work. I come right here and show you guys exactly what I've done. And the whole idea is that you can do the exact same thing and of course get the exact same result. So that's it, guys. It's important to smash the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, turn on the bell notification button so that when I drop more amazing videos, just like what you are about to watch right now, YouTube is going to send you a notification instantly. Now that's it, guys. Let's jump right into the video of today and let's discuss the Fiverr tips and tricks that can actually get you your first order as a new Fiverr seller. Number one thing that we're going to be talking about is delivery time. Now, once a client gives you a job on Fiverr, it's important that you deliver as at when due, right? So that will help you increase in your ranking. I'm going to be talking about ranking on Fiverr and why it's important as we proceed. So if you have an agreement with a client that you're going to be delivering this order in 2 days, please make sure that in 2 days time you actually deliver this order. It's very important. Let me show you why. If you come here right now to this particular person right here, and you come down here, right, you're going to be seeing that his last delivery was 17 hours ago. So if you don't deliver on time, it is going to hurt you. And of course, when you have late deliveries, it's also going to affect your level, your ranking on Google, right? So you have beginner, a new seller, you have level 1, you have level 2, and you have the pro, and of course other levels, right? So you cannot move to the other levels if you have certain violations, and the late delivery is one of those violations, so it is going to hurt you. So if you have an agreement with a client that you are going to deliver it in 2 days, please make sure you deliver before the expiration of that time, right? That is one. Then two, respond to queries instantly. Now, if you look at this person right here, you're going to be seeing that on his profile, he has average response time, 1 hour. 1 hour is the least on Fiverr. And please always make sure that your response time does not go above 1 hour, right? Always make sure you leave it at 1 hour. It is very important, because people should be able to communicate with you on the go. If you're not available, please indicate, set your stuff, your gig that you are away, so that people cannot communicate with you. Now, the best way to actually deal with this is to download the Fiverr app on your phone, so you can get notifications from customers on your phone and you can respond immediately on your phone. It is very important, right? So a high response rate is going to hurt you. A lot of persons don't know this. So always respond immediately. If somebody says, can you do this? Even if it is not something that you offer, please respond and say that you don't offer that service. Always respond to inquiries. It is going to help you. That's number two. Number three, offer something that is unique. Right? So when you come to Fiverr, you see a lot of persons selling gigs that are saturated. I mentioned this in my previous video. Do not sell things that are saturated. Look for things that are unique. Now, even if what you're selling is not unique, find a way to make yours unique. For instance, if you are selling logo design, for instance, or you're selling viral tweets, like I taught in my last video, instead of saying that I will write viral tweets, right? I can go ahead and say I will write viral tweets in 2 hours. I can write 60 viral tweets in 2 hours, right? So I am differentiating my gig from the person that is saying that he's going to write viral tweets, because the client sees my gig and his head is like, this guy can deliver in 2 hours. Let me hire this guy to do this job for me, right? So always make your gig unique and different from what others are offering, right? So that's number 3 tip. Number 4, offer real or high value, right? Make sure that whatever you are offering is actually valuable, right? And one of the ways to do this is under promise and over deliver. I mentioned this when I was talking about gigs in my Fiverr gig ideas. That's the last video. I mentioned this. If you're offering a client, or a client or contact you for a logo, you can do 3 logos and send to them. You can do 3 flyers or 4 flyers. So they have a variety of options to choose from, right? And this will go a long way into satisfying that client, getting you reviews and all the other things, even referrals. I'm going to be mentioning all of these things as we proceed in today's video, right? Now, the next on my list right here is use upsells and extra. Now, when you are creating your gig on Fiverr, I mentioned this with my gig creation video. That's video showing up right here, right? I mentioned this. When you are creating a gig on Fiverr, Fiverr allows you to select gig extras, right? This is extra service. Let me explain. If you are offering 20 viral tweets, so if your normal delivery time is 2 days, you can say that you can deliver in 1 day for an extra charge, right? That is Fiverr extra. Now, you can also upsell a product to them. Let me explain what I mean. If you are writing viral tweets, you've written it, you can, when you submit to the client and the client is happy, you can offer to automate it using Hootsuite or something for the client, right? So that you are upselling something else and you charge extra for it. So that is upselling. You have sold the first service, the client is happy with it. Then you introduce the second service and sell that second service to the client also. That is upselling. So they see excellent reviews. Reviews are very important. Let me explain what I mean. Now, if you come here right now, you see that this person has 5-star rating, 276, everything 5-star, and that is why this person is actually ranking on Google, not Google right now, on Fiverr.com, right? His service is actually ranking because he has all 5-star ratings. So if you come to his profile here, it is here boldly. So when a client comes and he sees that you have 5-star ratings from people who has bought from you before, there's a very high chance of them by patronizing you because you have already positioned yourself as a force to be reckoned with in this particular, whatever it is that you're selling basically, right? So if you come here and click and go down, you're going to be seeing a lot of reviews from this person, people that have bought from him before. So there are 5 stars, there are 4 stars, there are 3 stars. Try as much as possible to have 5-star ratings, right? Across as much as you can, 5-star ratings. One star rating is going to hurt you. One cancellation is going to hurt you, right? Do not cancel orders. It's going to hurt you. I'm coming to cancellations in a little while. So always get the 5-star ratings, right? So look at this guy. I recently hired this person and blah, blah, blah. And the seller responded right here. And you see that this person is actually doing very well. There's a whole lot of 5-star ratings, reviews right here. And this is going to help you. Always make sure you actually get this. And I said solicit for it. So when you deliver a job to a client, right, tell the client to ask them that if they are 100% satisfied and offer them revision as much as you can, right? All these things is to make your client actually feel good and become satisfied. And once they are satisfied, right, tell them to, you are sure that they're satisfied. So go ahead and tell them to leave a review, right? Go ahead. So Fiverr frowns when you tell them to give positive reviews for you. You are actually breaking the rule of first. So do not say that. Just make sure that they're satisfied, right? Once you are sure, now tell them to go and give you a review. Don't forget to actually leave a review for you, right? And for instance, where clients are not satisfied, always offer a money back guarantee. Now, there's a way we do it on Fiverr because each cancellation is going to hurt you. Try as much as possible to not cancel orders, right? Cancellations is going to hurt you, so do not cancel orders. So what I will do on Fiverr is to offer this client his money back, not on Fiverr. I'll offer it outside Fiverr. I have a PayPal account. I can ask their PayPal and actually give them money back while they complete the order on Fiverr. So that way, I'm avoiding cancellation, especially when I am getting to where I will move to the next level. Because one cancellation is going to hurt you. I keep mentioning this, right? So try and stay away from cancellations as much as you can. Now, the next thing is favorites. If you come to this gig right now, on top of this place, you see this place right now. This guy has 634 favorites. What this means is that people actually like this gig. They favorite this gig. They want to come back to it. They want to, so there are persons that actually sell this. You can just go on Facebook, literally, tell your friends, to go to your gig and favorite your gig. They set up an account on Fiverr and favorite your gig. The more favorites you have, the more you grow in ranking and the more visibility you get on that particular gig. That's the truth, right? A lot of persons don't tell you this, but this is a trick. This is a Fiverr tip and trick that a lot of persons don't know, and this is going to help you get your first order on Fiverr, right? So the next one we're going to be looking at is offer guarantees, right? So tell clients that in your description, let me show you what I mean. I'm hoping this person did it. Offer guarantees. Okay, this is WordPress, right? DM me to make a difference. You know, so in your description, you can use things like 100% money back guarantees or unlimited revision guaranteed, right? That word actually does something when it comes to marketing. You are giving a guarantee, the ultimate satisfaction guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, you have unlimited revision, you know, stuff like that. Especially when you are selling something that you can actually do very well. You don't have any doubt about doing it. You are sure that you can actually give the best to your clients. Of course, go ahead and do that, right? So also offer unlimited revisions, right? So if I come here now, let's come to these packages here. You see revisions, unlimited. This person is promising that if you are not satisfied, he's ready to work on your order until you are satisfied. So use the same strategy. Offer unlimited revisions. Yeah, it works. So when clients know that you've written an article for them, they don't like it, and they can always come back to you and tell you to change this and change. Some people will limit revisions. Fiverr allows you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, I think up to like 7 revisions, right? But always use unlimited. I can tell you this for free. It works. Now, the next thing we need to focus on is keeping your title short. Now, there's an exception to every rule, right? If you look at the title of this gig here, it says, I will design and develop a professional WordPress website and blog. This is fine, right? Then for me right now, sometimes I prefer modifying the verbs, right? Professional is fine. Professional, bespoke, beautiful, amazing, you know, stuff like that. Adjective to qualify exactly the main keyword, which is WordPress website and blog, right? That's what this person is offering right now. So you can use bespoke. For the viral tweets video, I used viral tweets. Though a lot of persons will say I will write tweets, but me, I will say I will write viral tweets for you, right? So keep your title short. And the reason why you need to keep your title short is that when it comes here into your Fiverr URL for your gig, you see design and develop a professional WordPress website and blog. So whatever you put in your title is what stays in your URL. So when you share it, this is what people are going to see. For SEO purposes, it's important for you to make sure that the keyword that you're going for, like viral tweets, you know, stuff like that, is actually in your title, because it is going to reflect in your URL. Very important. The next thing we're going to be looking at is your gig description. Very, 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 very necessary. If you come here right now, this is a gig description for this gig right now. So this person says, looking for a perfect website to outgrow your business and want a perfect combination of design and development in a single package. You are surely at the right spot and blah, blah. So this is very detailed actually, right? And when I was doing my video about how to create a gig on Fiverr, if you've not seen that video, the video is showing up right here, and I'm going to be linking it down below in the show box below. So go ahead, click on it, and of course, go watch that video. I explained the fact that writing this, I explained how important your gig description is and showing you guys exactly how to write it. I also mentioned the fact that success leaves clues. So you look at the people who have done what you are trying to do and mirror what they have done. I didn't say copy. I said mirror what they have done. They will give you an idea into what you should do exactly, right? So success leaves clues, right? Make sure you pay attention and that your description is very detailed. Is it? Next thing is a lot of persons don't do this on Fiverr unless it is compulsory. Please try and do this. So if you come here right now, this person has a video on his gig that explains what he sells. If I click here right now, this video is going to play, right? This is the video. So get well-designed website for your service and blah, 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 and all of that, right? So a lot of persons do not utilize this thing. What most people do is that they just design images and put here, which is fine, but a picture is worth 1,000 words. And a video is worth like, I think 1 billion video words or something like that, right? So videos makes the most impact. It actually sells. So you can even make a video of yourself talking about your product or services, or using explainer videos just like this one right now and showing exactly what you can do for your client, right? So that when they watch this video, they are convinced that you can actually do this job, especially when you are doing things like video editing, spokesperson videos. Those one, Fiverr will mandate you to actually put a video because you are selling video related services, right? So always use a video. Video actually makes more impact. Then in the video, sell yourself. The same thing goes with picture. Even if you're using an image, sell yourself in that image, right? Sell yourself in that image. So if you come here now, I'm going to click here. This is the image that this person is actually using. So he just puts an image of a website that he probably built to show his potential clients that he can actually do this thing, right? So I showed you guys how to create an image, gig image. I actually showed you guys that in my previous video where I was talking about how to create a gig on Fiverr, right? So you might want to go and watch that video and understand this. So another thing you can do is to create other passive gigs, right? As a beginner, Fiverr allows you to create, I think, about 7 gigs as a beginner. So create the whole 7 gigs. Go the whole 7 mile. Create all the gigs, right? And what gigs do you create? If you watch my last video, right? That video showing up right here, right now. This video is going to show you, I think, 12 Fiverr gigs, right? That has very low competition and very high demand that you can actually set up on Fiverr right now, and you can potentially make $100 every single day with it. Right? So go and watch that video and just pick 7 gigs from that place and actually create 7 of them on your new Fiverr account. I can assure you that good things will begin to happen. That's another thing that's very important. Getting your first order, you can actually manipulate that, right? And let me tell you how. So if you go on Facebook right now and contact your friends who are in different locations, preferably outside the country, tell them to set up an account on Fiverr, right, and buy something from you. Even if it means you sending the money to them through another means, let them buy something from you on Fiverr from that your new account. So do the job, send it to them. They would complete the job and give you a 5-star rating. Now, if you can get 10 persons or 20 persons to actually do these things for you, it is going to give you that boost that you need to actually start making money on Fiverr, right? To actually get started on Fiverr. So that is the push that you actually need to start doing that. So you can even find random people on Fiverr, but I'm sure you have friends that can do it for you. So contact your friends, your family, but please do not use family and friends that are inside the same location with you, that use the same internet, the same IP. Fiverr is going to block your accounts, right? Once they track that the sales are coming from that they are logging in from the same location that you are logging in, it is going to raise eyebrows, right? Red flags are going to be checked. And what's going to happen is that Fiverr is going to investigate your account and possibly block your account. So do not do that. Make sure that the person you are contacting is in a different location, and the person should not come straight to your gig, right? Tell them what to search to find your gig, right? Search for something related to your gig. Find your gig from the list and actually click on it. Do not give them your gig URL so that once they click on it, you'll just come here. So if 20 persons comes to your gig from the same URL and buy something, or everything, it doesn't look natural. It is going to trip those wires, and Fiverr will come to investigate. So you need to be careful when you're actually doing this, right? But getting those few views, even though it's fake, it's going to actually give you the push that you need to succeed on Fiverr, guys. Right? So this is a Fiverr tip and trick that a lot of persons do not know. So it's also important for you to advertise outside of Fiverr, right? So Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Quora, what's it called? Reddit, all those platforms. And I can also pay influencers, right? I have somebody that actually that paid me to make video for him promoting his Fiverr gig, and that guy sold. That was the push he needed, because when I have an audience, so just find people that have an audience on Facebook, on YouTube, and to talk to their audience about buying a particular gig from you and putting your gig link right there. So what's going to happen is that their audience is going to click on that link, come to your Fiverr, have a conversation with you, and probably buy something from you, right? That will be your money well spent, right? That will be money that is well spent. Then, I've also mentioned this before. When you promise something, over-deliver, right? And this person is over delivering. He has 15 orders in queue right now. So these are 15 people, 15 orders that he's working on right now, right? And guess what? He sells this for $90 standard, $275, and premium for $475. So let's be conservative. Let's do the mathematics. $275 multiplied by $249 will give you an idea of what Jehan Zaib has made selling WordPress websites on Fiverr, right? Easy money. Easy money. And you can do this. And that's exactly what I'm hoping to achieve by making this video, helping you know that you can do this and actually getting to actually do this and making this kind of money on Fiverr. I want to hear your testimony. You are allowed to have up to 7 gigs as a beginner on Fiverr, as a new seller on Fiverr. Create 7 gigs. Do not leave anything to chance. Create all those 7 gigs. I've also mentioned this before. It's important for you to always be online. The fact that you are online means that you can respond to people faster. And most time when I want to buy something on Fiverr, if I come here and search for a particular service on Fiverr, let's say I want to write blog post. I want somebody to write a blog post for me, right? I click here, blog post, then I find somebody. If I come here right now, you're going to be seeing that Fiverr is going to be telling you people that are online. This green thing here means that this person is online, and I want to interact with somebody that's online right now. So that's why it's important for you to always be online as much as you can. Always be online, right? I'll probably chat with this person or this person because these guys are online right now. So if I send a message to them, they're more likely to respond to me right now, and we can have a conversation and probably deal right now, and I'm going to start working on my order. Easy, right? So try as much as possible to be online. And the way to actually do this thing is to download the Fiverr app on your phone. When you have the Fiverr app on your phone, it makes it easy for you to communicate. Once you get notification, your phone will chime, just like you got a message. You come and click on it and actually respond to that client on Fiverr. It is that simple, right? Now, another thing is Fiverr has something called order limit. So when you are getting a lot of orders and you cannot take more, please set your order limit so that more fresh orders will not come in, because that means that you might default in your delivery time, and that will lead to cancellations, and that will begin to affect your account. You don't want that to happen, and I have told you why. So use that order limit, to actually fix that. Now, another thing you can do is sometimes Fiverr also allows you to extend delivery time. So let's say I'm supposed to do a website for a client. I'm supposed to deliver in 7 days. So in 7 days, I am not done due to whatever reason, right? So what I need to do is to contact that client and send him an extension of delivery time. Once the client accepts it, it is going to elongate again, maybe like 2 or 3 or 4, even one more week or something, right? And it starts counting. So that way you are not late when it comes to delivery, because late delivery is going to affect you. Right? Once you have an order, you see the countdown on Fiverr, right? Counting down to the time that you are supposed to deliver that order. It's that simple, right? Now, next we're going to be looking at is, I mentioned this when I was creating my Fiverr account, right? If you're not watching that video, please go and watch that video. All those videos I'm mentioning are right here in the video description. So click on it and actually watch that video. I mentioned the fact that it's important for you to connect your account to your social media handles. Very important, right? It speaks of authenticity, that this is an actual person, right? So that is something that you must do. Connect your accounts to your Twitter, Facebook, Google, Instagram, all of those things. Connect your Fiverr account to those platforms. It makes it easy for verification. Now, another interesting thing that you must do, let me show you, is let me click on this guy, for instance, right? So this is loading up. Let me come down and show you guys something. When I was creating a gig in that video, I showed you guys how to, something called tags, right? If I come down to the bottom, you're going to be seeing these related tags. These are tags. These are SEO tags, right? These are keywords related to to your gig, basically, right? So this gig is about writing blog posts. So it has SEO article writing, SEO content writer, SEO article writer, blog post writing, and all of that, right? If we look at, let's look at some other person. This one, PSD, or Photoshop and stuff like that. If we come down right here, you're going to be seeing his own tag at the bottom, right? So I showed you guys how to add this tag. Look at his own tag here: Figma to Elementor, PSD to WordPress, PSD to Elementor, PSD to Divi, right? So always make sure you use tag. It is very important. When I was creating gig, you saw me write a Fiverr test live on YouTube right here, right? So take as much test as possible. Fiverr has this test that you can take. Take as much test as possible. The more tests you take, the more it speaks that you can actually do this thing, right? Because when your clients come to your profile, they're going to be seeing the tests that you've taken. Now, there are tests that are mandatory, something like English and all of that, especially when you are writing blog posts and, you are in that writing or digital marketing, they will mandate you to actually take that, right? I did that. So you are watching that video, you can actually put my video side by side and write the test together, right? You see all my answers and you replicate it, basically. So another thing is to move up the ladder. Now, Fiverr has a lot of, quite a number of levels. So let me see. This guy is a level 2 seller. You see it here? Level 2 seller, right? Which means that he has completed at least 50 orders on time with a minimum rating of 4.7, right? Of course, there is a range, a time, range that's supposed to do all of this, right? So once you do that, you get to level 2. I think level 1 is about 30 or 20 orders. I'm not sure again, right? But always aspire to get to the next level. Aspire to get to the next level. It's very important, right? Let's look at this guy. This guy is a level what? Let me see. This guy is a level 2 seller also, right? So they have new seller, they have level 1, they have level 2, and this thing is appraised every single month. So it's not like you get to level 2, you become level 2. No. If you don't meet up the next month, they will demote you to level 1, right? So you have to actually work, and it's important. Level 2 sellers, of course, you are higher in ranking and all of that, so you get more orders and all of that. Now, I want to talk about something very important, which is buyer's request. But before I get to that, let me talk about something else that I've not mentioned yet. Now, when you have closed a client and you submitted your order, and the client is satisfied and has given you reviews, chat the client up and tell the client to do not forget to refer you to their friends and stuff like that, right? Every 99% of the time it works, because that client has somebody that wants that same service, right? They will remember you and they will send your details to the person, and that person will also buy from you, because people like referrals. Especially when I refer something to my friends, they are more likely to buy it, right? Because of the personal relationship that I have with them. So that is something that you must leverage on. It's a Fiverr tips and trick that you must leverage on if you actually want to get your first order or you want to grow on Fiverr. Very important. This is another tip and trick. If we come here right now, this gig is about, what is it about? This is about SEO, article writing, and blog post and content writing, right? These are the keywords. Now, let's assume that a client has given you a review, right? You see that this person is not responding to his reviews. Please always respond to your reviews, right? And here's why. You get a chance to embed keywords, SEO keywords, into your response. Let's say this seller delivered a little more than what I had asked for. I paid for 1,000 words, but this seller gave me 1,100 word blog, so that was nice of him to include the extra words. You can tell he's knowledgeable about SEO. He sprinkled my target, blah, 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 and blah, blah, all of these things. So if you are responding to this keyword, call this right now, you will say, thank you very much. I was happy to write, you now embed your keyword, right? Most likely one of these tags here. I want to write, I was glad I wrote this SEO article for you. This is what I do for a living, and I'm looking forward to working with you again in the future. What you have done is that you have smartly embedded your SEO keyword into your gig, right? So everything right here, everything that's actually a keyword, it gives you, so responding to your reviews gives you an opportunity, to embed more keywords into your gig. A lot of persons don't know this, but it works like magic. Another interesting thing that you must do, as a matter of fact, is to use packages. Right, let me show you what I mean. You see this? So when you are creating your gig, I showed you guys this. You can either choose to just use this, or you can have 3 packages. Having 3 packages benefits you because you can sell 3 more gigs: basic, standard, and premium. So you offer something lower here, something a little higher here, and something very high here at different price points, right? So you can actually do that. So always use these packages. It is going to benefit you. A lot of persons think that it's difficult to actually do packages and this and this and that, and you stay. So when I started on Fiverr, I used to think that it didn't matter, right? Until I understood what I'm teaching you right now. So I know where the pitfalls are, right? So I'm trying to guide you to not make the mistake that I made when I started out on Fiverr. Now, the last but not the least is buyer's request. Always do your buyer's request. So Fiverr has this thing called buyer's request. All you need to do is to click on your profile, go down and click on buyer's request, and you're going to find it. Now, buyer's request is where customers actually list what they need. So go through it. I think you can respond to 10 every single day. So go through it and respond to each and every one of them. So once you click, you see something that you can do, click on it and tell the client that you can do this so and so thing, and this is what you can do for them at this price point, right? And submit. Then go to the next one. There are 10 every single day. Make sure that you utilize the 10 of them, right? So write to 10 different persons, offer your services to them, and tell them that you can actually do these things, and this is what you have done before, and this is the price point at which you are going to be doing this thing for them. And that's easy to do, right? Anybody can do that. Buyership is actually very important, guys. So these are all the Fiverr tips and tricks that can actually help you get your first order on Fiverr, guys. If you want to see my video on how to create a Fiverr account, this video showing up right here is going to show you how to do that. Why this one showing down right here is going to show you how to create a gig on Fiverr, right? Any questions, do not hesitate to put it in the comment section, right? As I'm going to be there to answer all of your questions. I want to say a very big thank you to you guys for watching the video from beginning to the very end. And until I see my next video, keep winning. And don't forget that Gerald does love you guys. Bye from here, guys.